Hey guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope you're all doing well and you are ready to start the day. I see a great opportunity here on some of the pound pairs and very excited about it, especially that I know that we have pound news coming and I want to see how these pairs are going to behave once the pound news come out. Let me discuss here about pound Swiss. This is one of the pairs that I have in my mind at the moment. The story here is coming from, okay, let's go here through, let me see, where should I start? I'm going to start from the daily. And we're going to go down to the 1 hour and the 15 minutes. So from the daily, the information that I have is we had a pullback around this area. This was a range, a pullback that we cannot see very clear from here from a lower time frame. And we have breached this area here quite strong. And now price is holding around this area. Okay, that's good. If it's holding there, that means that sellers here are not giving discount anymore. Another thing that it's also important to note, to mention is we are also above all the EMAs. We are above here the 200, the 50, and the 20. This is also a good sign. Now, if I go here to the 4 hours, I can see a little bit more details about it. This was the pullback that happened on the daily that we can clearly see here from the 4 hours. This pullback made a higher high, and that's what I mentioned when price is holding there. Let me try to understand this pullback here from the 4 hours. From the 4 hours, we have a little bit of volume coming from this area, which resolved to the upside. But apparently this price was not enough and it couldn't make a higher high from there. And then we got another price coming. It came for a better price there. And I see also increase in volume around this area to the buy side. What I need to see now is that these sellers here, they cannot do much. And that's what I see now at the moment. I see that price is holding there and the volume also, it's very low. Again, that's a very good sign if I want to buy this. I want to look now more details about this hold here now that we had buyers coming back and prices holding there. I want to see more details of this hold. From the 1 hour, this is the holding part. This is the holding area. And what I want to see is clear signs here of buyers coming back. So far, I don't see that. So I have to wait for the moment when I have strong buyers here coming. Once I have the strong buyers here coming, I want to see the FOMO and then go. So this is about a scenario that I would be expecting. But most important, I need to see buyers here coming back. I need to see strong buyers coming. I don't have that as of yet. I just have sellers failing and sellers looking quite weak. So all I need to see is when is the moment the buyers are going to be interested. And after that, a pullback, and then I'm going to enter this one. So this is the plan for pound Swiss, and this one can come until previous higher high and even higher than that. So this one has a potential to continue to go even higher. So this is pound Swiss, and I have also pound CAD, which also is also looking interesting, but pound Swiss, it's looking better. Pound CAD, let me open up here on the 4 hours. Pound CAD, we can also see this uptrend here, and we can clearly see a pullback here from the 4 hours. When I say a clear pullback is we have an attempt here of the buyers which failed, and then sellers reacted quite strong from there. And we have a pullback of this area. So what I see at the moment is we are just around this area here, just around this area, where sellers are trying again. But look at how they are trying. They are very weak. They are struggling a lot. And the volume also is very low, which is also a good sign. After these buyers here came very strong. Another thing I want to mention here with pound CAD is it looks like we are more like in a channel mode rather than a trend, because we had our previous pullback here coming from the 4 hours, and price made a higher high compared to before. The pullback came very deep. So that's where I see, okay, we are in a channel and we are close to the bottom of the channel. Okay, that's good. From the daily, what we have is we are also above the EMAs, but it looks like we are inside of another story. So from the daily, if my pullback is coming from the 4 hours, I need to make sure that the daily it's also coming with me, which is my big boy time frame. And from the daily, what I see is we have just crossed this guy, and we just went above this guy here, this sellers, which tried, the sellers, they have tried like many times, and it looks like they failed, and price is holding there. So this is a good sign. This is what I'm watching now at the moment. It looks like the sellers have tried, and they failed, and price is holding there. So this could be also the reason why it's channeling, not because the trend is coming to an end, but because the move is just starting. Because from here, we still had a reaction from these sellers. And then from here, we still have a reaction from the sellers, but price is still holding there. It's not like here when we got strong reaction and price was not holding, it was just collapsing. And then here again, price was not holding, it was collapsing. And finally here, we have a hold. So we can see here from the weekly that we had these sellers here that have tried and looks like they are failing. So not the best story, because it's like a story inside of another story. I find pound Swiss a little bit easier to understand, and the trend is clearer. And this one, it's not so much. But it's also quite interesting to realize that the sellers, they have failed from this point. Looks like they have failed. So I'm watching here something similar as I'm watching on pound Swiss. I also want to see the moment here when we get strong buyers. Let me delete this here. We get also strong buyers coming, and I will try to take price from there when I see buyers coming. From the 1 hour, I can also see there's very strong buyers here that came, and price is just reacting from this area quite weak. I think I mentioned that part already. Yeah. So yeah, pound Swiss and pound CAD, those are the two pairs that I'm watching to buy. If we look at correlation, just a moment. If you look at correlation, we can see that from the pounds, actually my big boy, it's the daily. I want to make sure that from my big boy, I have a correlation. And for my big boy, I have pound Aussie. I wouldn't say pound is so strong here. I can still see the EMAs are pointing up, but I can also see that the attempt to make a higher high after the pullback looks like it failed. Pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand looks like it's still trying. Looks like after the pullback here came, the buyers, they came very strong there, and looks like they might still try from there. Pound yen, I can also see a very clear uptrend. Pound Swiss as well, pound CAD, and pound US dollar. So I see that from my big boy time frame, I have pound strength. From the time frame that I'm watching at the moment, I have to the one that I'm watching to try to grab to see the buyers coming. I see that we have a strong move here also coming from a few of the pounds, telling me with volume, telling me that buyers are back from there. So yeah, that's looking quite interesting. So it looks like it's coming from the pounds. And what about Swiss and CAD? Swiss. From the 1 hour, correlation, it's not clear from Swiss pairs. It's not very clear. From the daily, I have a little bit of Swiss weakness at the moment. I see here we have an uptrend at the moment. New Zealand Swiss as well. Euro Swiss, Pound Swiss, CAD Swiss is looks like it's trying to make a higher high. We got here a pullback coming and we got signs of buyers back and price is holding there. That's also a good sign for price to go higher. US dollar Swiss, it's I know this is coming mostly from the US dollar pairs that they are very weak at the moment. CAD Swiss is looking quite interesting also from the daily, which tells me that we have a bit more CAD strength than Swiss. So if I want to go with one of the weakest ones, Swiss is going to be better. Quite Swiss is also looking interesting from the daily because we have we also have here a refresh coming, a pullback coming. And we got strong signs of buyers back. After that, price was holding and it looks like it's preparing to go. But because this is the daily, it usually takes time and it depends on news to come out. Could go later during the NFP news. Interesting pair to watch. Yeah, but I'm still focusing on Pound Swiss. And now that I see this information, I find Pound Swiss even more interesting than CAD Swiss. Sorry, Pound CAD. Let me take a look here at the CADs. The CADs, I cannot see a correlation also coming here from the 1 hour. And for my big boy time frame, it's also not very clear. So it looks like CAD is more like neutral, is being dragged by all the pairs at the moment. So still Pound Swiss looking more interesting. Because when we look here, we have here an uptrend. Okay, this might be coming from the Aussies. Here we have uptrend. Like if you consider these buyers here are looking quite strong. But we are also inside of this seller story. So not very clear. Pound CAD is uptrend, which is the one that I'm also watching. Euro CAD also an uptrend. And what is this here? That's ridiculous. US dollar CAD is going with CAD strength because I know that we have US dollar weakness at the moment. And CAD yen, well, CAD yen, we have also a little bit of yen strength at the moment, but it's in an uptrend. So we still have a little bit of CAD strength here. So CADs are a bit mixed. I would say even a bit strong. So Pound Swiss even still looking more interesting. Okay, so my focus will be on pound Swiss, and I can use the other pounds as a guide to understand what the big boy is going to do with the news that is going to come out. Okay, I hope that was clear, and I'll keep you guys updated. Bye bye.